Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Valvas. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse that is posted on YouTube and various groups from around the world subsequently. Today is day 7. Today is day 7 of the Navratri celebrations held around the world. And which deity is represented today? Sanita? Saraswati. Okay. Saraswati means who is head of knowledge. Saraswati's department is head of knowledge. And right at the outset, I want to state that everything in Sanatana Dharma and the Vedas is not a myth, it is absolute science. Along the way, material science has become a myth. Along the way, material science has become a myth. You can go and Google and see all the false and wrong computation they make from time to time. That is a myth. The Vedas is constant, and science is trying to reach this constant. I want to say this at the outset. But I'm not saying this with emotion because I'm a representative and expounder of Sanatana Dharma. I'm going to prove to you that Mother Saraswati is the head of Department of Knowledge, and scientists today are using that which was delivered by Mother Saraswati. How many of you heard of the mathematician called Ramanujan? You heard of the mathematician called Ramanujan? And throughout his life, that maths, that science is using today, advanced maths, I don't want to go into the category because you all forgot your basic maths you all learned in school. You all forgot trigonometry, arithmetic, geometry. Why must I delve into that deep mathematics of Ramanujan? So Ramanujan was spewing out mathematics. Any piece of paper he could get wherever he was spewing out maths. And he got recognized around the world. He got recognized around the world by great mathematicians and scientists themselves. They couldn't figure out how a human being could spew out abstract mathematical and astronomical solutions and equations. Great mathematicians couldn't figure this out. So when they approached him He gave a simple answer. All these equations that I'm spewing, all these mathematical solutions, they're using it in space programs today. That which was spewed by Ramanujan, they're using it to compute space programs today. So you can imagine how advanced this mathematics was. And he simply said, it's not me, it's Mother Saraswati through me that is spewing out these equations. Is that not evidence? Is that not absolute evidence that Sanatana Dharma, the eternal cosmic law, is absolute? Is that not evidence? So today, we are paying our obeisances and reverence to Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati. I think Mataji's initiated name is also Saraswati Ramanuj Das, but I don't think she'll give you any mathematical equations. Alright? Don't go there for equations. Go into deep meditation and call Mother Saraswati. And she'll help you in your academic life. Academic life do not belong to materialists. It belongs to Sanatana Dharma. Everything you learn was already there. Forget Pythagoras. Forget Newton. These are thieves. These are thieves. They stole the information from the Vedas and they made it as if it is their own. The Vedas is the origin of all knowledge. The Vedas is the origin of all knowledge. How can I say this? Everything I say, I must provide evidence. Yes? I must provide evidence. So if you're looking for the origin of anything, what must the origin or the status quo be of something that you're looking for? If I say the Vedas is a source of all knowledge, how can I prove it scientifically? I must be able to prove it scientifically. So the Vedas is the oldest scripture known to mankind scientifically. How? Scientifically, through carbon dating, the Vedas is the oldest scripture known to mankind. Sanskrit is the oldest language known to mankind, scientifically proven. Arabic comes from Sanskrit. Arabic comes from Sanskrit, scientifically proven. All other languages takes their birth through Sanskrit. But now I have to prove it scientifically. How can we prove it scientifically? NASA, the biggest scientific organization in the world, tried every language and only Sanskrit works perfectly in the computerization. Is that scientific proof? Is that scientific proof that the purest language that can work in computers is Sanskrit? Soon all computers around the world will be using Sanskrit as its computing language. Does that not prove that Sanskrit is the original language? Then There are schools in Europe that teach their children Sanskrit. Schools in Europe teach their children Sanskrit because they found that the Sanskrit language helps the brain to retain memory. Sanskrit language helps the brain to retain memory. Do you know it is only in Kali Yuga that the 545,000 verses of the Vedas is compiled into books. The other 3 yugas, the gurus just give you the information and you retain it instantaneously. You retain it instantaneously. But here I know people come to satsang for 5-6 years. Ask them one question they can't answer. After 5 or 6 years, 52 times 6 is how much? Over 300 satsangs. No retention power. Today my Devis and Devtas are dressed up so well, but they didn't know which deity's day it was today.
It's Mother Kali.
Today is Kali. Okay. But we'll go with Mother Saraswati, right? Can you see by simply attending satsang how peaceful you can become? You think peace is in your employment, peace is in your relationship with your husband and wife, peace in relationship with the money in your bank. There's no peace there. There is only misery. There is only misery in all these relationships. There's only peace. Boy, no noise. There is only peace when you realize knowledge pertaining to your existence. There is peace when you know that it is not your fault of this life that you are suffering. It is your fault of your previous life that you suffer. That gives you peace because there are many good people in this life that are suffering and they cannot understand why they are suffering. But if it is explained that you're suffering for actions of your previous life, then don't you become peaceful? You have an understanding now why you are suffering. That is what gives you peace. Knowing that you never die, how peaceful is that? Knowing that you'll never die. Does that not give you peace? That is part of your existence. You can never die. There'll never be death of you. Is that not peaceful? You just change your body. You just change your body. Is that not peaceful, Nirali? You're just going to change your body. You must have no fear of death. Fear is a negative energy, is it not? If you're harboring negative energy within yourself, what you bring to the composition within you. So if you have no fear of death, you can become peaceful. And if you understand why you're suffering, you can become peaceful. And the Guru tells you, I'll take away your debt, all your bad debts, I'll take it over. You can become peaceful. Only Guru can take your bad debts. Only Guru can take your bad debt. You will become peaceful. Once you become peaceful, everything around you aligns itself. Everything around you aligns itself. So you must know beyond your material body the purpose of your existence, to become peaceful. You can't become peaceful if you don't know who you are. Right now, it's as if all of you are suffering from amnesia. Every one of you seated here, you are suffering from amnesia. What's your name, Abir? Abir, say amnesia. Souls don't have a name, and everyone here is a soul. Your body has a name. Your body belongs to a religion. Your body belongs to a country. You belong everywhere. Where you belong? Everywhere. But your body is a South African Indian body. Yes? Your soul have no designation. Souls have no designation. Souls have no gender. If you love your wife too much away and add debt, if you imagine your wife, next body will be a wife. You'll be somebody's wife. Whatever you think at death, whatever you think at death, your last thoughts and your karmas of this life, last thoughts and karmas of this life is what your next body is. That is scientifically proven already. It is proven already. So if Abir was a good man, he'll marry a good man and become a good wife. If Abir was a bad man and he remembers his wife at the end of his death, he'll marry a bad man and become a bad wife. If you love alcohol, if you love alcohol and at death you're thinking of a shot, how nice to have a shot, then you'll either own a bottle store if you had good karma, you'll own a brewery. Naveen, I see you smiling there. You'll own a bottle store, you'll own a brewery. If you are the bad man, you'll be hustling for 2 rand outside the bottle store to buy a beer. Either way, you'll be associated with alcohol. Have you seen people, when you went to funerals, you put flower on the face and you see they died with a smile? Why did they die with a smile? Because they saw the next body. You see your next body. You see your next body. So they die with a smile because they saw who they are going to become. And those that died with a contorted face, they also saw their body. They also saw the next body. Alright? But if you have a guru, then you don't have to die with a smile, or you don't have to die with a contorted face. You're not going to get another body, you're going home. You are going home. Okay, so it's important. Whatever I teach is scientific, it's absolute truth. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you'll remember it at death. You'll remember it at death. Don't say, Trisha, when you dine, hey, I should have listened to the Guru. I can't help you. That body is already there. Listen to the Guru when? Now. Now is the time to listen to the Guru. And whatever I teach you in these satsangs, it will all quickly wind up. The whole Vedas, you see the whole Vedas when you die. Everything you see, everything, and then people will be thinking, hey, hell man, I spent so many years with the Guru. I didn't follow. Too late. But I'll meet up with you in the next body. Like many of you, when I gave previous satsangs, you all are now sitting here. I told you all of this before in another lifetime. Same Guru, same disciples. Guru-disciple relationship is eternal. 155 trillion years have passed. All my disciples have followed me, or I have followed my disciples for 155 trillion years. All disciples are the same. If you say, what the Guru is talking, go back home, don't worry, I'll meet up in the next lifetime and I'll give you the same story. Guru's story never changed, only your story changed. Guru's story is always the same. So this is why satsang is so important. This is why sacrificing 3 hours of your time attending a satsang, not any satsang, you must attend a satsang by a bona fide spiritual master from the Sri Sampradaya. From the Sri Sampradaya. All other satsangs are false, unless it is by the Sri Sampradaya. Because you all don't know, you'll just go and follow a Guru. You'll just follow a Guru. What is that Guru following? What is that Guru following? If he is following something that does not exist, how can you get existence from that? Do you understand? So you must find a Guru who teaches you what the Bhagavad Gita teaches you. But there are Gurus that have changed the Bhagavad Gita, yes or no?
Yes.
Do you know of Gurus that have changed the Bhagavad Gita? So it is also very sensitive. You just can't go and follow a Guru willy-nilly. He'll take you in the bush. Take you in the bush. You can't follow a Guru like a sheep. You must not be a sheep. You must be a human being. You must have capacity. You see, in my time, if I wanted to know who's the real Guru, I had to go in the Himalayas and look there. You all don't have to go to the Himalayas. You all got the Himalayas at your fingertips. Yes? Yeah, Himalayas are there at your fingertips. Just go on Google and see all the Gurus and see all the philosophies. If a Guru is following a philosophy that is against the Bhagavad Gita, then is that a bona fide Guru? You see in chapter 2, In chapter 2, Lord Sri Krishna says, there never was a time that you did not exist or I did not exist. There never was a time where you did not exist or I did not exist. Who said this? Lord Sri Krishna. I want you to hear me again. There never was a time where you did not exist or I did not exist. What is the statement that he is making? What is Lord Sri Krishna saying? That our existence is eternal. Our existence is eternal, and we are separate entities eternally. We are separate entities eternally. What the Lord is saying? You, all the individual souls, have always been individual, eternally. So, at all times, individual souls existed individually, and the Supreme Lord existed individually at all times. At all times. What does Advaita say? Advaita philosophy. What does Advaita philosophy say? Who heard of Advaita philosophy? Which ashram in South Africa follows Advaita philosophy? You don't know. See, this is a problem. You go to ashram, you find a guru, and you just start following. What does Advaita mean? Advaita means that you and God is the same. God split into billions of souls for the purpose of this universe, and when you realize you are God, you'll merge into God. That is the Advaita philosophy. That is the Advaita philosophy. But what the Lord is saying in the Bhagavad Gita? What is the Lord stating in the Bhagavad Gita? We are eternally separate. We are eternally separate. But what is the Advaita philosophy saying? I am God. Tibeshni, imagine if you are God. What will happen to you? I'll have to run to another universe. I'll have to kick it. I'll have to be gone. I'll have to commit material and spiritual suicide. Do you understand how gurus have strayed from God's teaching? So it may seem I'm always fighting these other gurus. You think I have a right to fight them? Yes. If somebody is teaching you wrong, and if I know you are being taught wrong, you think I have a right to expose the wrong. Okay? So, Adi Shankar Acharya. You all heard of him? He started this philosophy. He started this philosophy of Advaita. I want you all to go and Google. You all must be intelligent devotees. Don't hear everything the Guru is saying now. Go and Google. Adi Shankar Acharya in the year 800. In the year 800 started the Advaita philosophy, which said all is one. We are all God. We in a body, as soon as we are self-realized, we merge into God again. And they give the example, the ocean and the drop. When a drop is thrown back into the ocean, what happens? It merges into the ocean and loses its identity. Yes? Then they say the same thing, we souls, when we liberate, we enter into God and lose our identity. But what is the Bhagavad Gita saying? That same gurus who state this philosophy, when they are doing a commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, they read Lord Shri Krishna as it is. So when they bring the commentary in the Bhagavad Gita, they say the same thing Lord Shri Krishna is saying. But when they have the philosophy, then they dispute it. Do you understand? So please do not get upset, Prakash Bhai. Swami Sivananda he promoted Advaita philosophy. Swami Sivananda, you can Google and check, his philosophy is Advaita. The Ramakrishna Center is both Advaita and Vaishnavites, which is impossible. You can't be both, the Ramakrishna Center. ISKCON, Swami Prabhupada, he said Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's also false because he changed it to his philosophy. His philosophy is we are simultaneously one and different. I want you all to understand, because somebody accused me of fighting with all the gurus. Alright? Yes, I am, because you're teaching wrong. Can you be simultaneously one and different? Has anyone experienced that? Can you be a human and God at the same time? So that philosophy does not work. Only philosophy. I am not teaching a philosophy. I am not teaching a philosophy. I'm teaching you the exact truth as per the Vedas. Exact truth as per the Vedas. Who is the compiler of the Vedas? Veda Vyas. Veda Vyas is the compiler of the Vedas. He is a partial incarnation of Lord Sriman Narayan. Veda Vyas is a partial incarnation of Lord Sriman Narayan. Veda Vyas lived. Veda Vyas lived with Lord Sri Krishna in the Mahabharata era 5,000 years ago. So Veda Vyas was there when the Bhagavad Gita was spoken. And he is the compiler of the Vedas nominated by the Supreme Lord. Veda Vyas also lived. Veda Vyas also lived a life in this world Pando, the Pandavas, is the son of Veda Vyas. Dhritarashtra, the demonic king and father of Duryodhana, is the son of Veda Vyas. You understand? So the compiler of all the Vedas lives through the Mahabharata at the end of every Dwapara Yuga. He comes down with the Supreme Lord himself. And he compiled. Lord Ganesha wrote the Mahabharata, you all know. Sanita is very happy. Hey, I mentioned their favorite deity. I don't know whether she likes Lord Ganesha for him being a deity, or she likes him for eating the laddus. So, I want you to reason with me, alright? This topic is sensitive, but somebody have to say it. Many devotees leave the ashram when I tell them the absolute truth, but I have to, if I don't tell you the truth, how many generations of untruth is going to be filtered in this world? This is Kali Yuga. 75% of untruth is there by design of God. These gurus, when I mentioned the name, Swami Sivananda, Swami Prabhupada, they are all Vaishnavites. If you go read behind the writing, Ramakrishna, if you go and research and read behind the writings, they are all pure Vaishnavites. Even Adi Shankaracharya, their job is to divert your mind 75%. Otherwise, Kali Yuga can't be experienced. But they are all Vaishnavites. My job is to divert your mind back. 25% of the people, my job is to bring you back to the truth. Are you understanding? We all belong to the same Guru principle. We all belong to the same Guru principle. Swami Prabhupada, he belongs to the same Guru principles. Swami Sivananda, he belongs to the same Guru principles. Adi Shankara Acharya was an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva came and diverted man's thinking. Do you understand? There's a big story behind all of this. But for you to get electricity from ESCOM, you must follow all the substations that lead to ESCOM. For you to get electricity, genuine electricity from ESCOM, what you have to do. And this is why when I start my satsang, I pay my obeisances to my Guru. Then I pay my obeisances to Lord Ramanuj. Then I pay my obeisances to all the Purva Acharyas. Then I pay my obeisances to the 12 alvars. On this end, when you enter the ashram, above, on this end, in the Taj Mahals, are the 12 alvars. From the front, going to the side, going to the back, are the 10 incarnations of Lord Narayan. You understand? This way, that way, that way. So the wind, I had them in order, and the wind blew them out, and Vast Air, the team, not the director, they put them in their own order. All right? I was so grateful it got put on. I didn't care which order. But we renovating now, I'm going to put them in the right order. First incarnation to the last incarnation. So I'm saying this Because everything is an energy. I'm talking, you hearing me through energy. I'm speaking, my voice is vibrating through this mic, is going through the speaker, and from the speaker is entering your ear. It's an energy. It's an energy. False energy will give you false sense of being. Pure energy will give you a pure sense of being. The Bhagavad Gita is supposed to enter you in its pure state. It's a vibration. This Bhagavad Gita is a vibration. Vibration creates frequencies. Frequencies are mathematical equations. Frequencies enter your ear through energy. That frequency is energy in motion from my mic to your ears. If I give you wrong information, that energy vibrating in you will be wrong. If I give you right information, that energy vibrating into you will be right. Do you understand? So my job is to tell you who is sending wrong energies to you, and my job is to send the right energy to you. I'm coming from ESCOM. I am representing ESCOM. Now these philosophies that take you away, this is like how the Jondol steal the electricity. The electricity is still coming from ESCOM, but it is not legal and it is not pure, but you're still getting some electricity. And if you touch the wrong wires, is it safe? Stolen electricity? Oh, we have an electrician. He can explain later, Prakash. See how my satsang works? I provide evidence all the time. I'm talking about electricity. We have an electrician, qualified electrician seated in the back. So when you steal the electricity, you don't get the full ampage, you don't get the full energy of that electricity because it is stolen. Following false philosophies is like that electricity that's coming to you. Yes, you get some information there and there, but you're not legal, you're not authorized, you're not paying ESCOM. You are stealing. Stealing is a bad energy. Is it not? Stealing, is it a good energy or a bad energy? Alright, those who say stealing is a good energy, then you are in the mode of tamas, tamogun. When you're in tamogun, everything good is bad, and everything bad is good. Do you understand? So, for those who's listening to me from around the world, before you find a guru, go and find his philosophy. If his philosophy is not in the Bhagavad Gita, in South Africa we use the word kick it. Kick it. Otherwise you're going to waste years, your children's years and your grandchildren's years. You're allowing them to spread false philosophy. You are allowing them to spread false philosophy. And I always ask for a debate. Any guru can refute what I'm saying. They can come on my program, they can go on my comments, they can bring the Vedas, and we can have a lively debate. I can show them what I am saying from my side. So the idea is, why did the Supreme Lord himself incarnate? Why did the Supreme Lord himself incarnate 5,000 years ago? Anyone? And I'm teaching this for a long time now. I'm teaching this for a long time. And I'm going to read it to you. This is what Lord Sri Krishna is saying. The reason of his incarnation is to speak the Bhagavad Gita. And why does he have to speak the Bhagavad Gita? Because it gets lost. When we say the Bhagavad Gita gets lost, what do we mean? What do we mean when we say the Bhagavad Gita gets lost? Sorry? Yeah, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita gets diluted. The authentic teachings of the Bhagavad Gita gets diluted. Then the Supreme Lord does not trust any guru. He does not trust any saint. He does not trust any sage to re-establish the authentic teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. He comes himself and speaks it. How beautiful is that? Is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? Those of you here that are in doubt of my discourse, if the Lord didn't come and speak the Bhagavad Gita, how were you going to authenticate what the Guru is saying? So if you don't believe the Guru, it's fine. You don't have to believe the Guru, but you have to go and investigate what the Guru said. And if the Bhagavad Gita is not there, how are you going to investigate? So the Bhagavad Gita is there. You go on Google, or you go find the Bhagavad Gita, go to chapter 4, verse 1. And this is what the Lord is saying. I taught this imperishable yoga to Visvasan. Who taught it to Manu? Who is Manu? First human. Manu is the first human, and Manu declared it to Ikshvaku. Who is Ikshvaku? The son of Manu. Can you see how evidential this is, and how evidential? If I am attacking any philosophy or anyone, I must provide evidence. From whom I must provide evidence? From God. From God, because God incarnated and He spoke. And this is what He said. I'm not saying it. My job as a representative of God is to speak His truth verbatim. What's my job? Speak His truth verbatim. I'm not here to, I don't have license, no guru has license to create his own philosophy. Otherwise you don't need God to come down and speak. Why do you need God to come down and speak? You understand? Verse 2, thus handed down in succession. I want you to imprison the word succession in your mind. So I'm going to explain. Thus handed down in succession, the royal sages knew this. But with the lapse of time, O Arjuna, that yoga was lost to the world. Then here again. It is the same ancient yoga which is now taught to you by me, as you are my devotee and friend. Full stop. For this is a supreme mystery. So the Bhagavad Gita, when you give people to read it, chapter 1, chapter 2, headache, discipline, sleeping, can't make it. Yes or no? Because it is a supreme mystery, it can only be read. It can only be read by a devotee and a friend of God. Bhagavad Gita can only be read by a devotee or friend of God. How many of y'all are God's friend? Yeah. How many of you are His devotees? Real devotees, you know? Real, proper devotees. How many of you? You know, in South Africa, for friend, what word they use? God is my bra. How many of y'all are God's bra? Huh? Do you understand? I want this to sink in. Because God is the absolute scientist, and I'm teaching you scientifically. I'm not teaching you religiously. I'm not teaching you with an emotion. I'm teaching you scientifically. I want you to use your logic and to use your brains. Logic and brains. As I'm teaching you, I want you to be logical, commonsensical. You don't have to have PhDs to listen to the Guru. You just have, if you know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, it means you got common sense. And Guru only got common sense. Guru is teaching you through common sense. Okay? That's the only way you need to learn. You need to visualize, you need to actualize, and you must have that aha moment. When Guru is teaching you, you must have the aha moment. When you have the aha moment, it means your soul is listening, not your mind. Your soul must listen to this discourse, not your mind. This discourse is for your soul. Those of you that are here for the very first day, I give you a guarantee. Tonight you will sleep like a baby. Tonight you'll sleep like a baby, because I re-established the spirituality of your soul. You'll be tired. Your energy will be depleted. You'll sleep without a dream. Those listening to me for the first time, everyone would have had that experience. Okay? So it is absolutely necessary, I'm saying this so many times. This is the most important knowledge you can get in your life. This is the most important knowledge you can get in your life. Knowledge about you. Knowledge about you. See, we are used to using things without understanding how they work, isn't it? You start your car, you don't know from the ignition to the starter what happened. You don't know from the starter to the crankshaft what happened. Do you know? You don't care. Put one beer down, it hits your throat, you don't know from your throat down into your stomach what happened, you know? You don't care. You eat the chops. You eat a piece of chops. You eat a piece of potato. You eat a carrot. It enters. Once it enters your mouth, do you care? Once you start the car, do you care what happens to the gearbox? What happens to what happened to the CV joints? You don't care. Yes? Similarly in your body, you are driving this body. You are the soul. You are the driver of this body. This is a dead body. This body is dead. This body is dead. It's only animated by the soul. If I chop off your hand and leave it there, will the hand work? If I chop off your leg, will you still live? If I chop your leg off, you'll still be alive. But will the leg have consciousness? Do you understand? That means the leg is dead all the time. Yes or no? everything here is dead all the time. It is animated because the soul is inside. When the soul leaves, what happens? This is a dead body, it's a robot in flesh and bones. You get a robot in metal and electronics, and you get a robot in flesh and bones. This is God's creation. Nobody will ever touch it. No AI will replicate it. No AI will ever replicate it. In this body, there's 5 batteries. How many batteries? There's 5 batteries in this body. You don't know that. You don't know that. There are 5 batteries in this body that gives this body power to live. But you want to talk about everything, Shanita, but your own mechanics. When you breathe in this air, take a breath. What happens to the air as soon as it enters you? You don't care. You don't care. It splits into 5 and it splits into another 5. Just that air that you took in splits into 5 and then splits into another 5. Who cares? Who cares? Front of the mirror, Tanya, eyelashes. Who cares about the air we are breathing? Mirali, lipstick. So don't you think that if you don't know about your own body, you shouldn't be worrying about other bodies? How many things you worry about in a day? From the time you get up, how many things is on your mind? Millions of things. You're neglecting your own body. Do you understand? So instead of gossiping about this family and that family and who got promoted there and who got a house there and who got fired there and who got demoted there, start learning about your body and your soul and see how peaceful you will become. That's where the real peace is. Where's the real peace? In the ignorance. The peace is hiding underneath that ignorance. Remove the ignorance, peace will avail itself. Peace first before anything. Peace first, because when you are peaceful, you are rational. When you are rational, you can make the right decision. That is what the Bhagavad Gita is here. Shortest spiritual scripture in the world, only 700 verses. Only 700 verses. Rashmika is laughing. Anyone knows why she's laughing? Because Guru always gives the explanation that in the morning, if you are a married man, when your wife gets up, whole Bhagavad Gita is spoken. More than 700 verses is spoken. As soon as the wife opens the eye, you didn't even come out of bed yet. Then you go bathroom, toilet, you do your other things. Before you leave home, the whole Mahabharata is spoken. Yes? Prakash wants to clap, Bobby. So the Bhagavad Gita only has 700 verses. And these are potent verses. It means The Supreme Lord left His energy in the verses. His potency is in the verses. And as you read these verses, and as I read these verses, a spiritual transformation starts taking place inside you. Because this energy is Suddha Sattva. It's in the absolute state of purity. These verses, that's typed out, that's written. Remember when Lord Sri Krishna spoke these verses, and when Veda Vyas compiled it, there was no printing machine, there was no ink. Even 1,000 years ago, this commentary that I'm reading, Lord Ramanuj, 1,000 years ago, there was no printing machine, there was no ink. They wrote on papyrus. They wrote on papyrus. Hard way to compile into writing. I think in only the 18th century the printing press was invented and they came in this form. They should read from palm fronds and write on palm fronds. And they had special dedicated people. The fronds should last 40 years. And they had dedicated people, Brahmins, who should transcribe from the old fronds to the new one and keep it preserved. Ashrams in India still got Bhagavad Gita written on fronds. Okay? And today, you can write a Bhagavad Gita in 5 minutes. You just go to AI and chat GTP and I don't know who, and within 5 minutes everything is sorted out. But look at the stupidity, look at the advance in technology and the stupidity of the civilization. Technology is so advanced, but you don't even know the first verse in the Bhagavad Gita. And there, where they're writing on fronds, everyone knows the Bhagavad Gita of heart. Can you see that? So there's also a verse in the Bhagavad Gita I didn't find because I'm very busy. I said last week, there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita, and I want all of you to listen carefully what the Supreme Lord is saying. Who? Lord Shri Krishna. Go on Google and type that, what I'm going to tell you, you'll find that verse. Men of small, intelligent worship Devis and Devas. Let me come back. What I'm saying, men of small, intelligent worship Devis and Devas. Who's saying this? Supreme Lord. So I took out the word small intelligence because, as I told you, I only work with common sense. So when I interpreted this verse, it tells me stupid people worship Devis and Devas. That's according to my simple, I don't have a PhD in spirituality, right? So I'm a commoner. Common. I didn't go to Gurukul, so I'm uneducated. But I'm looking at this verse. Lord Sri Krishna says, man with small, intelligent worship Devis and Devas. If my camera could see Shanita's face, alright? It's a shocker, isn't it? Because you didn't read the Bhagavad Gita, you don't know. Because you didn't read the Bhagavad Gita, you don't know. So the Supreme Lord Himself is saying, don't worship the Devis and Devtas. Because the Devis and Devtas is one rank higher than us. Human being, then Devis and Devtas. They also live in karma. Devis and Devtas also live in karma. You all know you all heard of Lord Indra? What vice does Lord Indra possess? Is he the head of the Devis and Devtas? Yes, he is the head of the Devis and Devtas. He is the Prime Minister. But he has a vice. Whenever a saint or a sage or somebody is doing austerities and penances, what does he do? How does he disturb them? He sends a voluptuous woman in front of the person that's doing austerities. And what happens when the saint opens the eyes? And sees a woman, I don't know, 36, 38, 42. What happens? What happens to that saint or sage? So if Indra got that envy and jealousy, how can you worship him? And he's the head of the cosmic administrators. He is the head of all the cosmic administrators. Lord Shiva got an anger problem. Yes or no? I'm just explaining. When you worship, you have to worship an entity that is absolute. You have to worship an entity that is absolute. So this is why the Lord, the Supreme Lord, is saying, don't worship somebody that's one rank higher than you. If you have good behavior for 100 lifetimes, Prakash, Lord can make you the next Brahma. The next Brahma. Brahma is a post. Brahma is a post. Shiva is a post. It's a political post. Alright, but what you get? In India there's been a big fight from all the Shiva devotees and the Narayan devotees. That's only a post. You understand? So you need a guru to teach you all of this, don't you think? A lot of people don't like the guru's discourses because it's like you got the flu and the guru is giving you medication and the medication is very, very bitter. In a doctor's surgery, Vasan, Guru is giving that medication and only that medication can cure you. Guru is not pulling out that big injection. Just giving you bitter truth. Bitter truth. When you swallow the bitter truth and realize the absolute truth, your life will start easing up. your life will start easing. So, in conclusion, it is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the authorized Puranas in Sanatana Dharma, where it is stated that the Guru is the sum total of all the Devis and Devas. Guru is the sum total of all the Devis and Devas. So I want to explain this in a nice way to you. Alright? Guru is the app on your phone that you can pay all your accounts. Guru is the app on the phone that you can pay all your accounts. Again, Prakash Bhai, you remember in West Street, Smith Street, when you pay your electricity, Martin West, every month, how long we should wait in the queue? Then we should go to Russell's and pay our fridge account. I was paying my bar fridge account. How tedious it should be. Then we should go English market and buy 2 livers, 1 head, put it in a packet and walk past Warwick Avenue, take your bus and go home. Remember those days? Now do you need to do that? Just go on your phone, there's your app there, zoop, 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 rent paid, car paid, insurance paid. I know some people can pay their drug account, some people can pay their shipping account, all from the app. And drugs can be ordered through the phone too. You don't have to go to a drug den anymore. They come and put it in your post box quietly. And the alcohol, they can bring a half and put it in your post box. Right? Technology, my boy. Ryan is dreaming of his new Lani. Well, Ryan will be able to pick up quickly. Energies can enter his head fast. His neighbor need to have a haircut. Ryan must talk to him. Ryan's hair was twice that size before. Alright, are there any questions? Any questions? So these 9 forms in which my ladies get extremely high-powered. The Durgas are spinning on them, the Kalis are spinning on them. This phase, this 9 days, my ladies are very high-powered. Okay? What is this 9 forms scientifically? What is Navratri scientifically? What is this 9 nights scientifically? The Supreme Lord, the energy of the Lord is manifested as the female component in the universe. The energy of the Lord, one and same entity. One and same entity. When we say Lord Narayan and Mother Lakshmi, we're looking at them as 2 separate entities. No. When the energy is expressed, it's Lakshmi. And when there's no energy expressed, it's Narayan. Do you understand? Same with Shiva, same with Shakti. The energy of the Supreme Lord is the female energy. This earth is the energy of the Supreme Lord, and it manifests as the word Durga. D-U-R-G-A. G-A in Sanskrit means prison. Durga means prison. And we are all prisoners. We are all prisoners. This universe is a prison. And from this prison, we need to be liberated and come. That is all there is to Navratri, the feminine aspect of the Supreme Lord. Feminine aspect of the Supreme Lord in the form of energy is what we are celebrating in different divisions. We are celebrating the energy of the Supreme. Alright? Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Don't come out of this reality. Mataji got up 5 o'clock this morning. I was so shocked to make rot. Because that's a female aspect, a female energy of the Supreme Lord. She wanted to make a rot and a soji, and she got up. Yet her husband is saying, "Oh, this is not necessary." What the husband is saying? You understand? But be that as it may, try and adopt a scientific mentality. Try and adopt a rational mentality. Try and think like an engineer. Try and think like a mathematician. Forget all the ha-hus. There are no ha-hus in Hinduism. Forget all that confusion. Forget all that Nani and Nana stories. Leave it to Nani and Nana. They came 2 weeks ago. If they could tell you, "Hey, I'm sorry, I thought you're all that bull," they would have told you. Leave the Nani and Nana stories. If you want to fix your fridge and you go on the advertising column, will you take a motor mechanic to fix your fridge? That's what Nani and Nana taught you. Alright? When you want to fix your fridge, find a reputable person who has fixed fridges before. See if you can phone 1 or 2 customers and ask them, "Hey, this man fixed your fridge. How was his service?" Similarly, if you want to know about God, then go to a bona fide guru. Only he can teach you about God. Bona fide guru. Find out. Those of you that are here for the first time, if you want to know whether this guru works or doesn't work, there's his customers seated here. Ask his customers, "Hey, this guru talking and talking and talking, we're hungry now. This talking guru, is he for real or not for real?" That's the only time I'm allowing you to gossip. Go in the back there and hit a quick gossip. Right? Because these are satisfied customers. These are satisfied customers. So find out from the Guru's customers and you become a customer yourself. Don't you think that is how you should be following Guru? Not like sheep. Not like sheep. Analyze the Guru. Sometimes Guru won't be able to give everything to everyone. If I'm not for you, if this ashram you don't feel in your heart, you don't feel something right here, then this place is not for you. I also don't want you to waste your 100 Rand or 150 Rand petrol to come here. I don't want you to waste that from 9 o'clock in the morning till 2:30 you reach home, that 3 or 4 hours. I don't want that. You must get something tangible from me. How can I be the representative of the big O and you get nothing? Does it make sense? If I say I'm selling ice cream and I'm giving you lollipops, will you be happy? I must give you ice cream. That's why you are here. God sent you here to get something from Him. God sent you to this ashram to get something from Him. And my job is to deliver it to you free of charge. Free of charge, but there's a condition that God put. Seva, Simran and Satsang. Seva, Simran and Satsang. So first, Guru gives, then you must come and get involved and do some things for God so that other people can come onto the platform and receive. Simple? If you ever find me teaching you anything that is not in the scriptures, I want you to come to me and engage me. Sanita, not in a decent way. Narayan, Guru, Narayan. You said A, B, C, D and E, and I saw F. I don't understand. Can you please explain? Then I'll explain to you. All right? Is that fair? Is that fair? Then you can also come to me for guarantees. Guru, I'm going to submit to you. I'm going to be loyal to you. In how many months' time that can work out? And how many months' time that can work out? And how many months' time that can work out? And I'll give it to you in writing if you want, on your WhatsApp. Because by in 6 months' time, you'll be known far greater than Peko. You understand? I can give it to you in writing. Then you come back 6 months and 1 day later and say, hey, Guruji, Peko is still showing me in all the supermarkets. Why you said something? You understand? Don't you think that's scientific? It's mathematical, it's rational, and it's proving God to you? Because whatever the Guru says, the Supreme Lord has to endorse. Whatever comes out of the Guru's mouth, the Supreme Lord has to endorse, because I am His rep. I am working for Him. I make the claim and He has to conquer. He has to conquer. Can you see the rationality and the science behind this ashram and the Sampradaya and this system? Yeah, you don't have to go. This is not like a casino. You don't come here thinking, hey, I hope I make it. This ashram, you come here knowing I will make it. Or you can hold me accountable. But you have to be loyal. You have to be loyal. You have to be disciplined. And you have to fulfill the criteria that the Supreme Lord has given. Don't come here to challenge me. Don't come here to challenge what I said I can give you. Come here and challenge yourself. See if you can be loyal. See if you can be faithful. And see if you can be disciplined. The challenge belongs to you, not the Guru. Guru has already proven himself. Okay, so I hope you'll enjoy your meal. Vasan was awake last night thinking what he'll cook. Alright? And we don't see Vasan very often. So when he cooks, enjoy the meal. As now he'll be gone for 3 or 4 weeks. Alright, are there any questions? So, from the time, okay, I'm lying. From 2016 or beginning of 2017, the ashram was run very loosely. And if we were having an event, I didn't have somebody that could tick off from A to Z. And it was a bit difficult because every big event I renovated the ashram one round. This is a big renovation, all right? Every big event I renovated one round. So I'm down there on the grounds, I'm there, and I'm also have to concentrate on the bhajan groups and on the cooking and the guests and everything. I have to do a follow-up. So Lord Narayan sent me Shivani. So she's now going to, I'm nominating her to fill in the gaps. She's not the boss, although she's big size. She's not the boss. Everyone who's heading each department, whoever is heading, you heading the bhajans, you heading cooking, I think, I don't know, bhajans as well. So her job is to come to you and see your state of readiness and see what's missing and see how it can be fulfilled. I want everything to be completed by the 18th of October. The function starts on the 25th. 1 week before that, all preparations, bhajan groups, singing timetables. Remember now this is different. This is a 24-hour service. When people walk in, people walk out. Shivani need to know what are the feeding times. When people come in, guests come in. So there's many bhajan groups that's going to overlap their time. It's a natural thing, we can't. So there was an idea by some of the bhajan people that we have 2 sets. So when one set is playing, the other set come and get ready. So there is everything is fluid. Okay? So in here, that's fine. Then those people that's leaving have to be fed. Somebody need to coordinate and make sure that everybody is fed. But that person can't be there for 24 hours. So you need to split or put 2 people or 3 people, split it. God can't exist in chaos. God can't exist in chaos. We want to, after this event, this reservoir of spirituality will get more full. From here we're beaming throughout the African continent in terms of spiritual energy. So when we invite the Lord, when we do this, we are filling our reservoir, and from here the spiritual energy will permeate throughout Africa. It will go throughout the world, but my concentration is Africa. Alright, so take it seriously. Whatever we're doing, take it absolutely seriously. Do not cause any discomfort either in between yourself. There should be no argument between 2 people, even if a grave mistake was made, because the Lord is present. Lord is present, no arguments, no stories. Big mistake, okay, it was made, no problem, we'll solve it. Go to the next step. Keep the atmosphere divine. Keep the atmosphere divine. Alright? And close your eyes when you sit in, meditate if you want, imagine the Supreme Lord. You only 24 hours. You say, that's not a long time. Most of you, your whole life you've been troubling God. 24 hours can't be a long time. So then the whole day you'll say, oh God, hey God, oh God. Now I'm giving your God. Giving your God. 24 hours, that's all. Try and pull it. Those that are devotees here, try and make it. That's a great achievement. From the Guru side, who can make it for 24 hours, that will be a very, very great achievement. It's for you. It's for you. One day when something happening in your life, tell the Lord, you remember I pulled 24 hours. That's all you have to say. And quickly, it's going to materialize. You just have to remind the Lord, I pulled a 24 hours for you, boss. That's all, okay? It is security for you, it is prosperity for you. In that time, it is health for you. Those of you that are in health problem, your cells that vibrating in a negative vibration will start vibrating positive because of the amount of energy. And lastly, if there are 50 of you here, and when the Supreme Lord graces you, how much energy you take home? How much energy you take home? 1/50th or energy of 50 people? Huh? 1/50th or energy of 50 people? Yeah, you take energy of the whole 50. You take energy of the entire 50. So this is why we try and have a big congregation. So when God blesses you, He blesses each one of you on the size of the congregation. Alright? I'm thinking of money terms, if you give one of you 10 million, how many million? How many million was dispersed? You all work out that. It's a puzzle, all right? Go home, rewind this discourse and work. Give me the answer next week. Jai Shriman Narayan.